Hello viewers, this is Africa Renaissance TV here in Mandinary. My name is Bakar Mane and we are here in Mandinary Health Center with the VDC, Village Development Committee of Mandinary Community. So we are to have an interview with the Secretary General of the Village Development Committee about the projects that are ongoing and that have been established in the health center here for the people of Mandinary. Here with me in the facility here, in the health facility in Mandinary village, is Mr. Malik Mane. Mr. Malik Mane is the Secretary General of the Village Development Committee, and he will take me on a conducted tour on the facilities that the Village Development Committee has established in the facility here. Yes, Mr. Malik.
Yes, thank you.
We can go around and then see some of the development projects that your VDC, under your Secretary Generalship, has brought into the health facility here, so that viewers can see the work that the VDC has done in Mandinary village. So you can take me to a conductor tour.
Thank you very much. This building that you're seeing here,
yes,
it's an old building that was built by the previous Village Development Committee through what we call the Tesito project. What we mean by Tesito is voluntary work that was done by the committee members themselves to build a house or a structure in the health center, so that nurses from outside, the village coming from Banjulundi, would come here to give nursing services to mothers and our children. They used to come every fortnight. Every month they come twice to give antenatal services as well as pediatrics services to our kids. It was built through a Tesito project.
How long was that?
This was since we were young. That's why I said it's an old structure. But as you can see, it's like it is new. We renovated it. We made sure that we tiled it and made partitions inside, so that it can house a lot of activities. If you go inside, you'll be able to see some of the partitions that we did.
Yes, can you take us through?
This first room that we are seeing here is locked though. It's not in use at the moment. But we want to use this as for the laboratory services, so that we have lab facilities here. Because what our women undergo is very terrible. They used to travel all the way to Banjulundi, to Fajikunda, and even to Kanifing to access laboratory services. So if our women, the trekking team comes here from Banjulundi, if they prescribe any laboratory services, they have to travel outside. So we liaise with the laboratory services so that we have lab at our doorstep, so that women will be able to access lab services.
This is purposely for the laboratory service, but we do not institute it yet.
Yeah, because they made some recommendations that we need to do inside, which also is costly. We need to make a cell for it, so that they are able to put their laboratory equipment on it. Yeah, we made this extension as well, because in the rainy season, when it rains, here is all inundated. So we trying to extend it, so that in fact people can use here as a waiting shed, as well as the bigger side where we did. Previously, if you go inside as well, you can see that where people are sitting here is the waiting shed. But it was very small. It was smaller than this. We had to expand it so that it can cater for a lot of people. Because the community is getting bigger, and those that are coming for services here, the antenatal women, cannot fit inside here. So that is why there is a need for us to expand it. And we also made seats, so that they're able to sit in rows, so that when the people come for antenatal services, they'll have a place to sit and they will not be disturbed by any sun.
So for how long has this project lasted?
It's about 4 months now. It is ongoing, but alhamdulillah, we have gone so far. It's only left with the painting.
So what? Where do you mobilize the funds to do this kind of projects here?
Good. That is very, very important. As community, we do not have other avenues to seek funds. It's through our contribution as well as our riverside. There is kind of a jetty where the Chinese will come and log, and then they will take their catches from the sea to interland. So there they pay a token of about $30,000 per month. That is what we use to make sure that we do these activities. Yeah, but we do not have any other support from outside. Yeah.
Okay, so in the health facility here, you are definitely contributing a lot to making sure that you have a very, conducive health facility, a health facility that will actually support a larger population of your community. What is the government doing towards this support that you are doing? Because this is what the government is supposed to do. Indeed. Actually, you are doing it for your own self. So what is the government doing in supplementing or complementing your effort?
Actually, with regards to the infrastructure, the government has not put in anything in place. All these buildings that you are seeing here is from our own voluntary work. This building was done by our previous VDC, and we came and renovated it. The roof was even leaking seriously. We had to make sure that we renovated everything and made the partitions. So we did not get any support in terms of infrastructure from the government. Everything is done from by our community members through our Tessito project. Even that building that you are seeing, where
can we go around there?
Yeah. That huge building was donated by an Arab organization.
Okay.
It wasn't tile at all, but it is through our project that we're able to make sure that we tile inside and did a lot of renovations inside. So that the officer in charge can have an office, and then the outpatient would be there. And
so this is the office of the officer in charge?
Officer in charge.
And here is the outpatient, how do you call it?
Here is
the ward.
Here is the ward, but because there are no ambulance services, they cannot keep people here for 24 hours. Because the nurses will come from the morning, 8 o'clock, others from 8 o'clock up to 2 o'clock, they will close, and others will take off from 2 o'clock up to 6 o'clock. So there beyond, services are altered. They are halted because there are no people to give the services.
Indeed.
Equally, simply because our quarters is also not done.
Where is the quarters?
The quarters is there. We started it, we could not complete it because of lack of funds. And that is our quarter.
Can we go near to the quarters? Camera woman, can you follow us?
So that's the quarters that we started building so that the nurses can stay there. But because we do not have funds to complete it, it is still lying here. We're still looking for support to make sure that
do you write to partners such as Ministry of Health? Because this is what the government should have been doing.
Yes.
So if they are not doing it actually, and you are doing it, they should complement your effort. What measures are you taking to make sure that the government also do something regards to this?
Indeed, we wrote to partners, donor partners, and even companies that are in the community here. We have big petroleum companies here seeking for funds from them, but still none of them have come to our aid. And the government equally have a regional office who comes for supervision time in to see what is happening in the facility. So I'm sure they have seen this structure here, but again we have not gotten any help from them. And it's only the OIC who is living in the campus here. All the other nurses travel from outside. We thank them for that's the quarters for the officer in charge. So we thank the government for bringing us staff. But then keeping the staff at the facility is also something very important because we want the services to be 24 hours. People can get sick at night. In fact, people get sick at night and they will not have any place to go except traveling outside. And at night it is very difficult here to get a vehicle to travel to facilities.
Because all this environment is the hospital environment.
Yes.
And the land was allocated. By the people of Mandinary, by the VDC. It was allocated to be a health facility. You have all this environment, all this vast environment that is even fit to be called a hospital. This place is fit to even be called a hospital if the needful is done on this land by constructing, very solidified building. Because look at this. So this cannot be a staff quarters for this health facility actually. But the VDC is definitely trying, and a lot of projects have been instituted, and even some are ongoing with the VDC. So you have the opportunity to talk to the government or philanthropists. Talk to them and tell them what type of support your VDC would need to make sure that this health facility is put into the right fitting it deserves.
Thank you very much. you can see the land. There is vast land for this place to be upgraded to a health center, and even a major health center, because we have a vast land. We have even the other part, which is part of the nursery school, which we accepted to be annexed to the health center here. So the government should make sure that they provide us with the necessary structures, with the necessary equipment to make sure that services are rendered here without any hindrance. Take it from me, all the neighboring communities do come here for our routine health services. We call it NOS. So every fortnight, women will come and converge here to be given antenatal services as well as, services for the children. So it's very important that if this place is being upgraded, it will enhance service delivery and make sure that the services are also rendered to the neighboring communities. We need an ambulance, a functional ambulance. We had an ambulance here which is donated by our diaspora. And we were fueling it, but it's off the road. It's off road now because we could not maintain it. But we'll be calling on the government to make sure that they provide us with, a functional ambulance, so that services will be ongoing, 24 hours. They cannot conduct deliveries here because there is no ambulance service, and most of the deliveries naturally do occur at night. Yes, take it from me. Most deliveries do occur at night. So if people go into labor, they only travel outside for services. It's even better now that a lot of people will have private vehicles that will transport them to the neighboring communities. But some of them would undergo a lot of struggle, and in fact sometimes even maternal deaths do occur as a result of delays, because there are 3 delays in as far as we know. It's delay in seeking, making decisions, delay in reaching the nearest health facility for services, and equally delay in services for you to be attended by expertise. So if these 2 delays, delay in making decision to reach the facility, and equally delay in having transport to be transported to the nearest health facility, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, definitely.
So we need that support from the government to make sure that we upgrade this facility.
Or even philanthropy, and just like the supports that you have been having from team of medical doctors and etc.
Good. Our diaspora also have been helping us a great deal. Even the water supply. We had a depth of about 20,000 doses or so. We should be done by our area council. But it's the diaspora who chip in to make sure that they paid it, because never came and cut off the supply.
Yeah, at the health facility.
At the health facility here, can you imagine? And thank God now we also have a functional borehole, which is also donated by one of the philanthropists, students from one of the countries overseas. They came, and then thank God the the health regional department deemed it necessary to give us one of those projects. So that is why we have.
So this is a borehole.
Yes.
So what about your street lights? Because we have seen some street lights around.
Yes. We're working hand in glove with our diaspora. They are making sure that they plow back whatever they have into the community. Although they are not staying here, but their relatives are staying here. They want to make sure that they enjoy the best of life. And that is why just in the recent past, about a few days ago, we inaugurated the molding of blocks for our mortuary. But before that, they provided us street lights, 100 street lights, and it is going to go in phases. Phase 3 into 3 phases. Phase 1 is gone. They provided us 100 street lights, and the next phase is coming up to 3rd phases. So we are hopeful that the entire community will be lit with street lights.
Yeah, with street lights.
Yes. So we say kudos and thank you to the Diaspora Association for coming to our aid. Yes, the government cannot do it all, but it is the responsibility of the government to make sure that the basic services are given to its citizens.
Obviously.
Also want to thank the Regional Health Directorate for providing us with an EPI service, expanded program on immunization. The trekking team used to trek from Banjulunden to come and give, as I said earlier on, fortnightly services, immunization services, antenatal services. And thank God now we have an office here where we have about 3 public health officers. They're going to be here now permanently to give immunization services to our children as well as our women. So we thank them very much. And now they're going to expand it. Before they used to do it every fortnight, every 2 times in a month.
Okay, in a month. Right.
Yeah, but now it's going to go 3 times in a month.
Okay.
They used to come first Friday and the 3rd Friday. So now they're going to go beyond that. They're going to come the 1st Friday, the 2nd Friday, and the last Friday of the month. Okay. And equally, they will be trekking to Makumbaya.
And other satellite villages?
Only Makumbaya, and within, around Makumbaya, I think those people will come to Makumbaya for their services. But ambulance is our problem. So now what they wanted to institute is, if they going to Makumbaya, an ambulance has to come from Makumbaya, pick them here, take them back to Makumbaya, and bring them back. That is more expensive if you have an ambulance here, which is going to go just one way and then back.
Yeah, it is just like a going and coming.
Yeah, so we are appealing to the government to make sure that they provide us with a functional ambulance.
No problem.
Thank you very much for having you.
Thank you, Leslie. Okay, viewers, that was Mr. Malik Mane, the Secretary General of the Village Development Committee of Mandinary Village. Obviously, he has taken us on a conducted tour into the facility here and also show us the projects that his VDC has been doing, and also with the assistance of the diasporians and other philanthropists elsewhere. Is Africa Renaissance TV, and it will be your weekly program called The Call. Until I come next week, bye-bye.